In this we will have confirmation that the NASA Space Agency has always been aware of the approach of Planetx. Document reveals that 200 years ago something had disturbed the orbits of the outer planets of the Solar System. For some scientists, the mysterious Planetx could really exist and hides in our Solar System, a kind of planet that wanders, as described by the famous writer, Zecharia Sitchin. But Planetx, mentioned in NASA's archives, is not the one described by Sitchin as the planet Nibiru that every 3,600 years tends to approach Earth in its regular intersecting orbit. After the discovery of the planet Neptune in 1846, there was considerable speculation that another planet could exist beyond Earth's orbit. Subscribe to the channel. The search began in the mid-19th century and culminated in the early 20th, with the search for the elusive Planetx. Percival Lowell proposed the Planetx hypothesis, to explain the apparent discrepancies in the orbits of giant planets such as Uranus and Neptune, assuming that the gravity of a large invisible, ninth, planet could have perturbed Uranus' gravity in order to be able to explain their orbital irregularities. The IRS probe made an approach to Planetx. In our solar system consists of sending a huge amount of electrically charged particles of plasma energy that can affect all the planets of our solar system, as a result of the flows of the Earth's core, causing significant climate change. Clyde Tombaugh, the man who discovered Pluto in 1930, went a step further to validate Lowell's hypothesis. In 1978, Pluto was deemed too small to influence the giant planets because of its low gravity, forcing scientists to carry out brief investigation into the possible existence of a 10th planet. This Planetx, larger than Earth, would hide deep in dark space beyond Pluto, just waiting to be discovered by analyzing the orbits of trans-Neptunian extreme objects, ETHNOS. We believe the most likely explanation is that this planet and possibly other unknown planets exist beyond Neptune and Pluto, said lead author Carlos de la Fuente Marcos, Universidad Complutense de Madrid. Subscribe to the channel. He is not the first to give credit for the possible existence of a so-called Planetx. In March 2014, Scott Shepard and Chadwick Trujillo announced the discovery of celestial bodies, 2012 VP-113 and Sedna. They would meet in the Oort cloud, the unexplored region of space beyond the Kuiper belt, where Pluto is. Shepard and Trujillo suggested that the orbits of 2012 VP-113 and Sedna are in line with the continued presence of a large disturber. Perhaps a planet 10 times more massive than Earth would be at 250 astronomical units from the Sun. If there are still doubts about the existence of Planetx, the real documents published in October 1988 by NASA really confirm that, for a long time, scientists were already aware of the existence of Planetx, and the consequences that would bring planet Earth as a result of your passing. Everything has been hushed up and discredited, with the aim of blinding the minds of unbelievers, the mass of humanity. However, the elite are well aware of what is coming. The Planetx approach in our solar system consists of sending a huge amount of electrically charged plasma particles that can affect all the planets in our solar system as a result of flows into the Earth's core, causing significant climate change. Remember the statements made by scientist Patty Brassard during an interview with Radio Veritas. The scientist said that, after having gained access to secret documents through the functions held in the Army, Microsoft and NASA itself, then began their revelations regarding the Fukushima nuclear accident occurred in Japan in 2011. Yes, the earthquake tsunami was a natural event. But don't forget that this cataclysmic event occurred because of the natural alignment of Planetx, which is creating anomalies in the solar system. Things will only get worse from now on. Military scientists and NASA should be able to calculate the posterior alignment of Planetx, causing a strong earthquake, so that it will be able to disturb California at the risk of it sinking into the ocean. Things will only get worse from now on, comments the former NASA expert, because a second sun is coming with its 7 orbiting planets. Absinthe, It is certain that it was planned for its arrival. The second Sun is 1/10 the size of our Sun, but one of the orbiting planets it brings with it is 4 times larger than Jupiter, Blue Kekina predicted by Hopi Indians. According to Miss Brassard, we've seen things get significantly worse for a few years now. The planets have orbits that range from disrupting the Earth's rotation, like to decreasing the magnetic field, and November 2013 will be the worst time. Today we are witnessing hundreds of earthquakes, floods and meteorites. The chemical trails, chemtrails, sprayed by commercial and military planes, mainly in the northern hemisphere, is a desperate attempt to cover this second solar system, which will cause, and is already doing, major problems on our planet. Certainly these statements by Brassard refer to when published in October 1988 by NASA, in fact confirming that for a long time, scientists already knew of the existence of Planetx, and the consequences that would bring back planet Earth as a result. Of your pass. By chance, in 1996, the Global Monitoring Network began to reveal a steady increase in seismic activity, volcanic eruptions and changes in unusual weather patterns that from 1979–1980 onwards have increased dramatically along with the number of natural disasters. Note, Clyde W. Tombaugh, 1906–1997, will become the first human to send his remains out of the solar system, after his ashes were placed aboard NASA's New Horizons spacecraft. It's interesting to know that the New Horizons project began in 1990, just 2 years after NASA unveiled its Planetx documents. Coincidence? Also in the same time period, in the early 1990s, Planetx research was abandoned. Cover-up, when a so-called Voyager 2 measurement study had discovered the irregularities in Uranus' orbit were due to a slight overestimation of Neptune's mass. Reality will trump fiction, for the awakened Nibiru, Planetx will be a release, but for the puppet spirit demonic beings, it is judgment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications, to receive new videos. Thanks.